Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Robeson, and guess what, you guys? Today we're going to cover a topic that absolutely no one wants to do. What's that? We're going to clean out and organize my garage, but I promise you I will give you tips that are going to make it easy and painless as possible, even though we all know it is painful. Don't worry, I'll protect you. I'm the one getting the workout today. But before we do, what do you guys think? I thought I would take you on a little update of what I did here in the entryway of my home. You know, last year I added mirrors to this staircase. I had Robeson glass come in and they added all these mirrors. What a huge difference. But this year, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I decided to paint out a lot of the wood on my staircase. Now, for those of you who are very sensitive about painting wood, I just want you to know I kept a lot of it. But let's take a look at some of the details and I'll walk you through. I hope you like it as much as I do. In order to kind of create a mix between the two, I didn't go all white. But I did get rid of some of the things that were complete and total eyesores to me. And you know what that was? All of the crown molding in this room that was wrapping this lower staircase area was, in my opinion, this dark light contrast. And it was driving me nuts because my eye sees all those lines and there's just no peace in that whatsoever. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I was going to do this, and I showed you the before and after photos of my daughter's house where she had painted out her staircase. Well, why wouldn't that apply in my home as well? So, as you'll see, I painted out the pickets. Oh, you're going to want to know what color it is. It's a satin finish by Benjamin Moore, and it's called Simply White. And I think it has brightened up this area so much. But here's what I did do. You'll notice that I had the risers painted in white so that your first view isn't all this dark wood, but you get this light color going up. But I kept the treads in the natural wood color. They sanded out this whole railing for the banister, but by sanding all that dark stain off, it took it to its natural color. The moment that they put any kind of lacquer on it to, finish it, it turned it orange. So you know what I did? I said, how about if we stain it, a soft stain, almost like a glaze in a gray. That gray would take it to a cooler tone and keep it more in that natural finish. And I think it turned out amazing. And you know what? It just makes it feel so much brighter, so much more open. And guess why I'm super excited about this and why I did it this time of year? Because Christmas is coming like a locomotive. All right, let me just give you full disclosure before we start this. I actually did my garage a week ago. I filmed it and it's all done, so I can tell you with quite a bit of confidence that it's so worth it. But as I did it, I made notes. I'm going to tell you what I learned. It's kind of a lessons learned, all right? This is how I think my garage day would have been perfect, if there is such a thing. This is my garage. I call it a one-car garage, although I think it would be considered a two-car garage, but based on the way I have it with all this in here, it's a one-car garage. First most important thing, and it's the one thing that I wish I had done differently, that is to plan and prepare the time of the year. Okay, I did this when it was like close to 100 degrees out. And I get it. I mean, sometimes, I don't know about you, when you decide you're going to clean out your garage or your basement or anything like that, it kind of comes at a moment of, I can't take this anymore. Am I right? And that's when we do it. But in a perfect world, if you could plan to do it during the time of year where you're not dealing with snow, or you are not dealing with monsoons, or you're not dealing with mosquitoes and severe heat. Or plan it any time of the year if you live in San Diego. There's always that. Here's my second point. hire a handyman or bring some friends to help you do it. Now, the good news is it'll be a much easier job if you bring a friend along. The bad news is you'll probably have to return the favor sometime. So do what I do, and that is hire someone to help you. Today, you guys, I've got Colton here and I have Anastasia. Anastasia works for me full time, but she's stepping in to help us out with my garage. And Colton happens to be my personal trainer. So today I've hired him because I know he's strong, clearly. And I want to actually beat it out of him like he does to me on a regular basis. Yep. So this is a turntable experience. I'm kind of excited about it, you know what I'm saying? Step number 3, think about your space that you have. We're gonna go through and we're gonna change things around the layout, which I've already taken measurements of and already ordered the shelves, which you'll be putting together. And we're gonna reorganize it and make it look good. Because when I come home at night, I'd like that garage door to open and I would like to already feel like I'm at my home, just like it does when I walk into the front door or the back door of my home. So everything can look fabulous if you just try. What is it that you need to store? For me, my garage becomes a catch-all. There's probably a lot that most of us could throw out that we don't use or doesn't have batteries or is missing parts. Some of this stuff I probably won't keep. You know, I'll go through and make some hard decisions, but let's just clear it out. I'm taking this one because it has wheels.
Okay.
See how much I took out at one time? What's taking you guys so long? Oh, there are my screws I've been looking for. Oh, Colton's gonna have to get that. That's heavy. So you know how sometimes you keep things, you guys, that you buy, and just because it was a moment, that's what this is. Look at this.
This chair?
Yes. Oh, this would be great for a bug out bag. For those of you watching, you've seen me put on mosquito spray in the past, and you're all worried I'm going to die.
This is not moving, right?
Of cancer, which thank you very much for worrying. This I got at Whole Foods. Means 2 things. It means it was expensive, and it means that it's healthy. This is the stone that I used at the Cliff House for the rock walls. Should I get rid of it? No. This is why my garage looks like it does. Oh, good. This one's got gas in it. It's time to clear everything out of your garage. I mean, everything. You want to start with a clean slate.
Are you moving the shelf?
The whole thing's coming out. Okay. Extra outdoor garland. Wherever you look in my house, doesn't matter what room you're in, there's always some Christmas somewhere. Measure your available space. For me, my non-negotiable was my car. My car needs to fit in my garage. It's a 2-car garage, but I have so much stuff that I store that there's no way. This is a piece of glass from when I did my broken mirror Christmas tree. It looks like it's plastic, but it's not. This would puncture my tire in a heartbeat. But already I like the fact that this feels so open. Open and accessible. Sweep and clean out the cobwebs. It's like anything. If you're gonna bring in new furniture, I mean, you wanna vacuum before it comes in, right? So clean all that out. I was really surprised. Look at all this change, good Lord. There's dinner right there. I don't eat much, so it should work. Take a look at your space and decide, where could I put these things? Can I go up? Can I use the walls? Can I put in shelving for my storage and for all my stuff? Once you've identified your available space, measure for where you could potentially buy things you can use, like bookshelves or racks. Now this is something I did right. I actually ordered these in advance. Let's see how my measurements did. Woohoo!
Good job.
Ouch. You put your back into that, didn't you? Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Thanks.
let's think about what do we want to go on these shelves over here. What am I not going to need to get to very often, but what do I need access to? And the things which would be what I put here. Because if my car is in the garage, that will be less accessible. Could go there, but that really inhibits my car. The last time I bought shelves like this that are in my kitchen, they came with like these little things that came on and you could just, bam. Oh, look. Whoops. You know what? Seriously, if that had hit my foot.
We'd be going to the ER right now.
Oh my God. And I would have said, Caleb, run over here, get the gushing blood. Wow. I'm trying to utilize every inch of space in my garage. And so I'm moving this shelf down a little bit more here and moving that there so I can fit these things in. Remember, when your garage door goes up, where does it stop? Because if your shelves go above that, it could be a problem. 1, 2, 3. Too far? Okay. Here's what I want to do, Colton. I want to put this guy, this is the thing we need to know the height of. I'm going to move this over here. And then maybe the rest of this stuff. Yeah.
You want to do that?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. Now that's a screwdriver. You ever seen one that big? If you have a bunch of tools, which I have, and I wanted to have easy access to them, I mean, how many times do you say, where are my scissors? Where's my screwdriver? Does anyone know where my hammer went? That's the kind of thing that you want to categorize. And when you categorize them, you're going to want to put them in matching bins, okay? Stackable bins so that you can maximize the space that you have available. There's nothing like shelves that are this far apart and you have something down here and all that wasted space. So by getting stackable bins, you'll be able to use every single inch. This is cool because at Christmas time when I need all my floral wire, it's all right here and I know where it is. Now for me, I bought Avery labels because they're printable. And once I had categorized and organized all the different things I wanted to store, I made lists of all those things, screwdrivers, hammers, wrenches. As I made my list, I was able then to type it out, print it out, and then add the labels to each one of those stackable bins. I think the point I'm trying to make is that by labeling them, you can get things all where they're supposed to be, and then when you need it, you can find it super easy. And when you're stacking those bins, put the heaviest of those items on the bottom. I actually thought about alphabetizing them to make it even easier to find things, but I found that I need to put the heavy stuff on the bottom of those stackable bins in order for there to be support and stability. We are going to hang things like this. These are rulers for hanging art, and this right here is for a level and art hanging. But you kind of, I love the idea of making the faces of these things functional. Oh my gosh, my ears are waterlogged. It's probably from the sweat. There we go. You're probably supposed to do it before you. That high? No. Let's just get the scene right. So it's 4th of July, and you got your blue chair and your red and white igloo. With all my interest in and you can put your feet up on that. Adjustable airspeed suspension? It flies. What are the items that I tend to want to get to the most? Those things I placed handily near the door to my garage so that when I go outside, I can easily grab a screwdriver, easily grab a drill or a pair of scissors. Those are the things that I use a lot. But the things that I use less and less, I put on higher shelves or in the area of the garage that I knew would be a little bit less accessible. Make sure that your power washer, your bicycle, your car all fit in the garage now that you have successfully placed everything where you think it's going to go. And the very last thing, of course, is to celebrate the great job that you did, because you are going to appreciate it, and so is everyone else. And guess what? You're going to be able to find things so much easier than you ever could before. So that's an important point. We did it! Woo! Yay! Could not have done this without these guys. I'm telling you, we sweated like crazy. We batted at, there's one right there.
Mosquito.
Oh, yeah. But I have to say the mosquitoes were a lot less than they normally are in here. I think that my misting system is working. Could you kill that, please? I'd appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, I hope this was helpful for you guys to see how we did this garage. Now, it's a very functional garage, and I have a lot in it. The litmus test will be, can I get my car in safely, and will the door still close? So I'm going to try that now. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Oh, you're sticky.
Yeah.
So are you.
Yeah.
So am I. All right. Bye, guys.
I
This is a Bach-like. I did that before. It's a bike lock. Bach-like. Good Lord. I'm the one getting the workout today.